Welcome to Refuel with Reverend Johnson and Reverend Rob. What's up, guys? Hey, everybody. It's so good that you all are joining us on Friday at 7 p.m. Whoa!
We're back.
We're back. It's so good to be back with you all. Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello. It's Friday. It's good to see you, man.
It's good to see you, too. What's up, Johnson?
What's up, Robinson? How are you?
Come on, get online and share this with people. We got an exciting evening ready for tonight.
Let's talk about that. Hello. How are you?
I'm so good.
It's Pastor on the screen.
Look.
I want the world to know, got to let it show.
Hey!
Hey,
Happy anniversary!
anniversary. How are you?
I'm well. I'm doing good. How are you? I missed you.
I missed you too. You know what?
What?
Isn't it interesting that, like, I can say normally I'm like I miss you as just one of the filter words but I've talked to you the majority of the week, but like no, we really haven't had a chance to talk. I miss you today.
Right. Like I feel like there's like so many things to do. Like every time I turn around, there's something to like literally like these. We're supposed to listen, everybody. We took a couple weeks off, right? But listen, for some reason, our plate still was full.
Right. The only thing we didn't do was get online Friday night, but I swear I filled up that time like that. Like
I didn't even do what I wanted to do on Friday nights, which was play tennis. Didn't even do that.
I was gonna say play tennis. Listen. So I did. I did spend time with the little guys in the family, but it took me a minute to get home, right? Because I got to go to the grocery store, and there's a running joke that my second home or my second job is the Giant and Sprouts in Ellicott City. Like that's just
Is that right? Is that right? Wow,
like,
wow.
them nephews can eat, bruh.
I'm sure they can. It's really weird. You talk about so I haven't been to the supermarket in 2 weeks.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know why. It's just been like we've been really busy. Chris had some shows last week, back to back, and then the week before that we were out. So it's just been a busy last couple of weeks. But I am excited that we can celebrate our 1 year anniversary. Wow. Can you believe 1 year? It's been 1 year.
It's amazing. It's right? So I know the time has passed. I know that it's been a year, but it's been one of those things where it's been amazing. Like what we've been able to cultivate and create and cultivate has been absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree. Something that started, when I first came up with the vision for Refuel, it was really honestly, I mean, we still walking with that concept, but it was what stemmed from COVID and being separated. And people being stuck at home or shelter in place. I wanted to kind of stay connected with our membership and our friends and family to kind of like give them something, a sermon or something inspiring that would lead them up to Sunday, right? To get them to Sunday. And we all know that being shelter in place and not being able to be connected with the community, I felt like, we had service on Sunday, everybody's at work, they'd be drained. So I kind of envisioned Refuel to kind of like just show a sermon from the past. And we did that for a while, right? And then, I don't know, we were just like, come on, Johnson, let's come on over here and let's just talk about these sermons. And here we are a year later.
and here we are a year later talking about everything else. But we did spend the last 2 weeks featuring some sermons. One was one of my recent ones, and then yours was one of your recent ones from last summer, right? So we still got the concept, and I think so truth be told, we didn't do a lot of brainstorming and planning like we said we were.
Well, that's the funny part. This is what I love about being transparent and being able to kind of run with it is that I wasn't worried. Right. And I knew that while we all have some busy lives, there was all kind of things going in my head, right? I wanted to have, I was talking, I want to have balloons. I want to have like all kind of stuff. And he looked at me and was like, yeah, okay, Sean. Like, cause I got these big ideas, and next thing I know, I was doing this, and then I was doing that, and you were doing that and this too. So and Ashton was like, doing his thing. So shout out to Ashton. Yeah.
Shout outs to Ashton. Yes, yes. We couldn't do this without him. Literally. I was a little nervous on Sunday when we were trying to, figure out service.
Well, so what many people don't know about Sunday service is that we rotate the production, right? And so this particular week, my fancy computer, my gaming unit just kind of blew up after a Splunk class, because that's really what it was. It was my class. And I lost everything, all of my projects, all of my timelines, my project plan sheets, my schedules. I'm so it's been a week of catching up.
This is like 101. So it used to be make sure that you have external backup. Now we've upgraded, so it's make sure it's in the cloud. So right now, Refuel Watchers, if you don't have stuff synced to OneDrive, synced to Google Drive, synced to iCloud, stop after the show.
But you know something? You know what, Christy, we love you too. Thank you so much for the shout out. We love you and adore you. Thank you, Helena. We miss you so much. Thank you, McCarthy. We love you, man. We thank you so much for being a support. But here's the truth. Since working at home, because we ain't working at home. And so working at home, I realized that I was saving a lot of stuff to my hard drive instead of saving to my OneDrive, which I'm automatically connected to. Go figure that. And I all of my church templates, all of my welcomes, all of my all of my sermons for the year gone.
What this is, Ashton, he gonna be asking us, can you send me this? Can you email me that? No, everything of mine.
No.
No. Check your email, it's still there. No, so that's what I do, right? So even though all of my stuff is, I just said shake my head, even though all of my stuff is saved to OneDrive, I still, for like sermons and those scripts that I create for the church, I still email it to myself.
I was doing that before I was working at home. I really was. Because you remember, I used to always email it to myself because I would use my tablet in church. And so since I wasn't using my tablet anymore, I never, listen, that 1 year worth of all kind of stuff is gone. But you know what? I'm cool with it.
You gotta be.
It's all up in here at some point,
Okay. Okay. Yo, when he start freaking out, I'm gonna remind him to watch this show and say, "No, I'm cool with it."
Well, you know what? The truth is, at the end of the day, what is the worst that can happen? Somebody can ask me, Sean, do you have that timeline from that project? And when I went to search for it, I was like, you know what? I don't have it. I'm gonna have to recreate it. So I got some work. So that's what I'm saying. I got some work to do. It's really cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pastor Bishop, and First Gentleman. We love you. Thank you. Thank you, Larry's. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, we love you guys so much. Feel better, Reverend Offer. We heard that you were you need to take it easy. So take it easy. We love you.
Yeah, take self-care, bro. Self-care. Don't have me come out there. Yeah.
Bishop, we wouldn't be here without you, man. So thank you for your yes so many years ago, and for putting up, I'll talk about myself, putting up with Sean. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean,
putting up with us and allowing us to have room to discover and to butt heads and to and to grow into who we are today.
Yeah. I do. I join you with not trying to make a lane and put us in the lane and just have us there only. So that's a shout out to our pastor too, who
I knew
always,
we were on, right.
I mean, that man would sit there and let us argue for 35 minutes and not say a word to us.
And not say a word. I know you're gonna jump in here.
I know I know he gonna jump in here at some point. He was like, "Go ahead, get it out."
Right.
You remember that day?
Oh, yes, vividly. But yes, yeah, like there are so many things that we could say. But same to him, right? You know, just allowing us to be us and figuring it out along the way. And not chastising or demeaning how we get there, right? And that's what I love about. I'm gonna talk about Baltimore. That's what I love about Unity Fellowship Church in Baltimore is we get to navigate through collectively.
Yeah.
Right. And being a part of this open and affirming ministry. Our pastor, he's not going to tell us what to do. Right. He'll let us figure it out. And then he's there to support every part of the way. Couldn't ask for a better leader.
No, I agree. He really, and he will get us back on track.
He'll get us back on track.
he will throw out a nugget there and here to say, so I love them. So shout outs to all of our team and family who has been supportive. Those that we take time away from to be here on Fridays. That's a dedicated hour that we're here. Sometimes an hour and a half. Depending on how good the segments are, right? And so we've had some amazing stuff, right? Huh?
Depends on how much Sean talks.
Don't listen, y'all. Don't get caught up in that because Johnson will keep us on. She can go on and on and on and on. But then, hey, she came out with this little. Listen, we gotta stop time at 7 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we stop her. And I was like, okay. So now we're a little more structured than what we normally would be in the beginning. In the beginning, we were just having fun. Now it's which is good. I think there's some truth in having structure and making sure that all is well, you know what I mean?
I mean, so to be quite honest, it wasn't me, it was Joy, right? Talking about family members, we're taking time away. That's 8:30. Our 8:30 Eastern time is the boys' bedtime, right? And I know for parents out there, parents with human children and even pets, right? Having to get a schedule, and I don't know, as these boys get older. It's a little difficult. A bottle just not gonna do it for them right now. When we used to just give them a bottle and they'd be down. They take some other convincing these days. So
I definitely get that. And you didn't get no complaints out of me because Friday nights are important out here when it comes to a lot of things. And people out there, like, we know that things are opening up, right? And you are starting to get out more and it is our hope that you understand that COVID is still there, right? And so wash your hands, wear your mask, do whatever you can, get vaccinated if that's what you choose to do. Just be mindful that it hasn't gone away. And I'm not saying this to scare you, but we just experienced a death last night. A friend of mine, a family member, died of COVID. And so there's still people that are out there still dying. And, there's still people there that are being impacted by COVID. So please be mindful that when you don't forget that, things have changed to the point where you can just go out and not be mindful.
Exactly. Yeah. So yes, shout out to you, Onyx. Loretta Ricks, thank you so much. Tasha, thank you. Rolanda, thank you for waking up. I didn't even have to text you for waking. She said she had to take a nap before we started. Oh, yes. So 3 weeks off self-care.
3 weeks. I feel like I could have done one more week, though. That's the truth.
I was like, meh. I saw some chat like, oh, do we want to push it off another week? Yeah, another week. Again, if I was actually able to do some of the stuff that I intended on doing, then I could be like, yeah. But another week, I'd still been sitting here. I got a new desk, didn't put it together. Like I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it on a Friday night. Didn't happen.
I feel you. I truly get it. Yeah, and we will make time. Thank you, Pastor. Yes, it is a commitment. Yes, we've been dedicated. Even if we have 2 people viewing, 3 people viewing, 1 person viewing, like we're going to get on here for an hour. We're going to share. We're going to continue. We got some new ideas that is coming up for the new season, and so I'm just excited about all that.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah.
So what's next?
What is your meme of the day?
What's the meme? Listen, this is gonna be a standard. We're never gonna transition from this.
I was surprised when I saw this on a production sheet. What I thought we were going to keep it all about the anniversary, and Johnson was like, "Nope, I want to do what's the meme."
We're gonna do every show. We're gonna do what's the meme. We may change how many we do, but every show we're gonna do what's the meme. Listen, I had so many because of the weeks that we were off, but I still got a couple really, really good ones for you all. But here we go. What's up, Ashton?
That is so not right. That is. Well, I mean, they all are beautiful. Let me just make it clear that they all are beautiful. And I think the only thing that Pfizer may have is that Pfizer may have made more money as a pharmaceutical. Oh, that's about it.
Oh, here you go. Here he go justifying it. Here you
I
go
am justifying it because I got Moderna.
Listen, all right. What's next?
Trying to figure out what I can invent so I can retire next week. That is good. That's actually really good. I like that.
This is what I was talking to Rolanda today. She was like, "You still at work today?" I said, "You ain't figured out a way to give me an allowance." So Rolanda, you're up. Oh, okay. What's next?
What? If you know the word, sing along.
Okay, so
you got to explain this one, Slim.
All right, so I knew he wasn't gonna get this one.
Oh, wait. Are you trying to imply that there's people that... Okay, hey, for those that are listening, I'm going to give you a couple seconds. If you get this meme, put it in the chat for me. Going to the casino tonight. Who knows anything about this meme? Or what?
Right, so we're going to bring this one back on. Pastor, don't respond. Pastor, when we bring Pastor on, we're going to bring this meme back up. Okay. Oh, God.
Precious Lord, take my hand. Oh, I get it now. Okay. Go. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris.
That's right. That's my the good church folk right here.
Yeah, you can talk. Wait a minute. You're trying to apply that because I didn't get it.
Listen, I'm just saying they've been saved a long time. You had to be saved a long time.
I have to admit that was really good. That was really good.
Okay.
People working at home in sweatpants. Does that mean you got to go back to work?
Listen, all you people who have been a part of the remote workforce during this pandemic, these return to offices are messing y'all up.
You ain't lying about that.
I had somebody email me today talking about, can we wear shorts to work? No.
Yeah.
Like, what they do that at?
All right. I have to concur with that one. You know what? That is so you for real. That's you. That's how she actually act, y'all. That's really how Johnson acts.
Right. I will go, especially with between Joy and Sean, who always think they're right. I have Google waiting to prove them wrong, and I sit there just like that.
Thank you, Reverend Pratt. We appreciate your love.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much for indulging me, people.
So that's really interesting on the precious Lord. Take my... I guess I didn't realize that memes are meant to... Well, I guess you're supposed to figure out what the meme is, right? So why do you like memes? Because you are a meme queen.
So because I think they are hilarious. And it is a way in which, in my opinion, is socially accepted to be sarcastic than me just saying it out of my mouth. Somebody may get offended. Like somebody would get offended if I said, if I ranked the vaccines to Destiny's Child, that it would be Beyonce would be Pfizer, Kelly would be Moderna, and Michelle would be Johnson & Johnson. Somebody may get offended by that. You put it on a meme, makes a different statement.
So have you got involved with TikTok?
I'm obsessed. I don't create them, but yeah.
Did you see the little video I made for you on Sunday?
I did. I didn't know that was TikTok though.
No, it wasn't TikTok.
Then I don't know what video you're talking about. The one you text us?
Yes, the one
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Is that considered a TikTok video?
I could think so. You could post it up there. Yeah.
Listen, don't get all caught up in TikTok. I mean, I don't see what the big thing is about. I hear people like watching that for hours and hours.
It's easy. Like I stumbled into like the trans community. Yeah. And I do quotes because it's like, it's like gay TikTok, lesbian TikTok, men TikTok, right? But it's easy. Like I did, but it's positive. So I've actually bought merch off of TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. So there's this one person I follow, really transparent about his depression and anxiety. That I actually bought a couple shirts and a cup from.
Wow.
And then so I think it's funny. Again, it's mindless. Facebook has gotten super political and all of that stuff, last year with the presidency and election, it kind of, wiped me out. I still am on Facebook, but TikTok, I still have an anonymous presence where I can just go and kind of laugh. Ashton is my, so I just share everything with him, from just silly to what other people would consider offensive, but Ashton and I laugh at.
I can tell. When I get a little message.
What's good to watch, bro?
So what's good to watch? We've been out for 3 weeks, so there's been a lot of good things to watch. And so one of the things that I would invite people to do is, NBC has been doing a really amazing job with bringing awareness surrounding the Black Lives Matter and women in medicine, in terms of being, I think that's NBC. Yeah, I'm not quite sure about that one. But there have been, some of their shows are geared towards crime against Black men, the shooting of Black men, how Black women and men are treated in hospitals. And so my first two that I would like to name is NBC's Chicago PD and NBC Law and Order SUV. So check those two. The last, I probably would say 5 episodes of both, including Chicago PD Fire. I would name those 3. Check those out. They are absolutely amazing. I think they've done a great job in bringing awareness and some of the reform that many of us would like police officers to have, or in some way of diffusing or de-escalating and being aware and things like that. They have done a really good job, as well as bringing awareness around COVID as well. So check those out. And so those are what I would name. So New Amsterdam has become one of my favorite shows to watch. It's a tearjerker every single week. I watched it last night, and they were talking about how Black women are, and I didn't know this, but they brought awareness to how many Black women have C-sections versus natural birth, and what that looks like in terms of why that's the case. I had no idea that, and I turned over and looked at Chris, and so they just cut just because you're older age. And he was like, yeah, like the statistics say. And I really appreciate that. So I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what the show did. And it definitely raised awareness in me. I had no idea. Do you know anything about that?
I didn't. But I did see that episode, and I would agree. So I like Chicago Med as well, right? But I do agree, SVU, all of the Chicago's, in my opinion, and then New Amsterdam. Yeah, New Amsterdam is one that I typically binge watch because it gets so emotional. Like, the reason I watch This Is Us is because I got to be emotionally ready for that binge.
I don't watch that anymore. Not because it's not good, just because it does bring up some stuff. And I got to go to work the next day. So
that's right. That's right. That's right, Pastor. Yes, he did say you turned over. He said I turned over. We heard that.
I'm not going to even mess with y'all on that one. So the last two. So the next one, number 4, would be The Baker and the Beauty. If you have not checked that out on Netflix, I encourage you. It is very light. It's very good. It talks about love. It talks about what it looks like in the dynamics of someone being in the limelight as an artist and someone who is just a baker. Phenomenal writing and acting. So check this out. This Is Us takes me all the way out. Yes, it does. That's why I don't watch it. But if you want something just to cuddle up to, or on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday night, and with your bun or with your snack or by yourself, like check out The Baker and the Beauty. It's on Netflix. Really amazing. Check it out. And then the last one I want to name is, of course, Mortal Kombat. Came out today on HBO Max. If you have the opportunity to go to the movies or if you want to watch it at home, do check it out. I was a Mortal Kombat arcadian, or I guess I should say gamer. And so it was really good. Very good. Compared to the last 2 that they made, this was really dope. So those will be my choices that you watch. Watch Chicago PD, Law and Order SUV, New Amsterdam, The Baker and the Beauty, and then end up with Mortal Kombat. Bun, snacks, and booze. I love it. Yes, and a drink. How about that? And a drink. So check those out. I think you'll be pretty entertained this weekend if you have some time to do all of that.
Nice. I'll check. I haven't heard of The Baker and the Beauty.
It is amazing.
Is it like The Waitress, the Broadway play The Waitress?
No.
Okay. All right. I'll check and more because I was actually waiting for Mortal Kombat. So
You said you did what?
I was actually waiting for Mortal Kombat to come out. Was interested in watching.
It came out today. Really good. Now,
nice.
if you don't have to know anything about Mortal Kombat in order to watch it, but if you do, you'll understand some of the sayings, like come here, or
get over here,
or ending or taking your soul, and all the other kind of talks that they were talking in the game. So
okay, nice. So it's bye. Okay. I'm just saying, it's been a year and we have not made this by ourselves. So unfortunately, Ashton is still in recovery mode, so he's not going to be on camera tonight, but we've already talked about it. Without question, we could not, and nor would we be interested in doing this without him. So thank you, Ashton. And then our visionary, our leader, who, as we talked about earlier, who continues to support us and encourages us, our pastor, our leader, the Reverend Dr. Elder Jamie Washington, will be our first guest. We can bring him on when we're ready, Ashton.
Him and them 2 hands.
I just wanted to make sure it was okay for 2 hands now.
Every time we come on or do anything, and we were like waving, he got 2 hands. Like,
didn't he say on Sunday? He was like, "Oh, Reverend Sean, go
ahead." What's up, Pastor?
What's up? It is so good to be here with you all. I have enjoyed every moment of this show, this program, this service, this experience thus far. So yes, I'm great. Happy anniversary to all 3 of you.
Thank
yes,
you.
Indeed.
So, Pastor, did you immediately get the meme?
Actually, I did not.
Yes.
So I did not immediately get it because I wasn't doing it. I wasn't reading it in that way. That's why I didn't immediately get it. So I was, but it made sense. Certainly made sense as soon as it was clear. But I wasn't reading it in the way to kind of figure out almost a brain teaser.
Right. Oh my God!
I didn't know we were dictionary, right? I mean, if she had said dictionary, we might have gotten it, but
Too funny. It was great.
Lord.
Yes. That's
Precious Lord.
great.
Hey, Pastor. So let me just say that we really do appreciate your support, and I feel, and correct me if I'm wrong, I can maybe count on two fingers how many times you've actually missed not being on our program, right? And so I want to say that while you named it being a commitment to us, I appreciate your commitment to us for support. So, I just wanted to name that before we get started. And
Yes.
we love you, man. And thank you so much.
Well, thank you. And I really do want to just take a moment to kind of honor your vision, right? And the carrying out of that vision. So as we moved into this COVID-19 space, we moved into a space of reimagining, right? And we were all in spaces of what can we do to stay connected? How do we reach the people in a time when things are so uncertain and so on? And as you all came with this vision of we need something in addition to, right? We've got spiritual development. JC came with noonday prayer. We had went with coffee with pastor. We need another opportunity. We had Sunday morning services. And so what else can we do? And the initial vision around Refuel as an opportunity to re-engage, right? Messages and sermons that had gone before was a beautiful space in which we started, where what I love about is the expansiveness of the vision, right? And that any vision, a bold vision, is expansive, right? Yeah. And it doesn't just have to kind of stay in the space that it was originally created in. And you all moving in this direction to not only invite continued guests and speakers and having opportunities to, refer back to sermons and engage that, but to really get into topical. And so what I celebrate about this ministry is that it is about the whole life of the person.
Yeah.
It is more than just the sermon for Sunday. It is about how you have life and that more abundantly. How we live into progressive ministry, how we live into what it means to be a social justice committed ministry. The segments that we've had, everything from our trans siblings to understanding the coronavirus, understanding your own health, the opportunities to be in conversation during Black History Month with Joy and Mother Mother Frances, just to really kind of look at all of the session segment that we did with Reverend Austin and Mother Emily. Yeah. There's just so many different ways in which we've shown up in the full life of the church, the life of the people. And that when folks tune in here on, Bishop Holland, seeing kind of the full experience and authenticity of of a bishop, right? So the opportunity to be engaged in a ministry that can hold the whole person, right? Both the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, the intellectual, the financial self is, I think, what makes not only Unity Fellowship Movement unique, but UFCB unique and sets us apart in terms of the way that we have to show up. We don't have to open the Bible every time we come together in the space for the word of God to come forth.
Yeah.
You heard that from the pastor.
Yeah. No, I think you're so right. And so you know what what all you mentioned, for me what comes up is that it just happened.
Yeah.
There was some intention between creating the space, but if you had said, did you plan this? Did you plan for the result to be what it is? I think I can answer for Jonathan and I and Ashley was like, no, we just wanted to make a space that we can stay connected.
And I think that, and so I want to honor that. And it doesn't just happen.
Yeah.
It happens because of your yes. It happens because of your being open to the Spirit and the move of God. in you, right? It happens because you have not been bound by tradition that says you cannot move in that direction or have that conversation and be in that space, right? So you're being willing, both of you, you all being willing to push against the grain, to go into uncharted territories, to move into that, and us having a space where we can do that is why it can happen. And what you said earlier, Reverend Rob, your commitment and our commitment to being here, if it's just us.
Yes.
If it's just us, we don't know if, we're going to have 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 people show up at night. We know we are providing the opportunity. We are providing the ministry, and we don't know. Maybe that one is all that needed it for that night, right? Or when they go need it is going to be in 3 weeks when they can hit it and play the recording. But we are not stopped. We never know. We can't tell from the way you all show up how many people is in the room.
True.
So you don't show up saying, "Oh, only one person came tonight. Well, maybe we shouldn't do that." No. We show up in fullness, committed to giving our very best in excellence. A more excellent praise is what you show up in every time.
Well, we appreciate that, and we know I can attest to the idea that that wouldn't be the case if we didn't have a leader like you.
That's right.
Right, and who ensures that we stay unbound, who ensures that we listen to our spirit, who provides us daily influence and encouragement to dive deeper into some of the things that we are dealing with, to help with our willingness, to be confident, to show up in our fullness. So we honor you too, bro.
The lived example, right? That when we would want to give up, right? When we would want to say, you know what, let's stop. Like, we have technical issues. Like, let's just stop, because it's not perfect, right? We often are reminded of your voice. It's like, no, like, don't nobody know. Don't nobody know what
right. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know how many people is actually viewing this.
Don't nobody know how many people viewing it. Don't nobody know what the schedule was. Like don't nobody know the guests that we had on the list didn't come up and show up, but some of them did, and we had to readjust. So yes,
right.
Yes.
No, that's true.
So powerful. It's so beautiful. I really do. And I don't want you. Don't lose the meme section. Don't lose the what's happening in the movement. That's how we contributed to the movement as well. What's going on in the movement? What's the good shows to watch? That's the full life of people.
Yes.
Right. And to be able to be engaged in that way is just life-giving. So what we're doing on Friday nights, we can't go nowhere. Oh, so grab your boo buns and snacks and a drink and join us in Refuel until for an hour and hang out and laugh and fellowship and learn something and go deeper and get inspired, and we'll come back together on Sunday or later on in the week. But I just think all of it, every expanded segment, and I'm looking forward to the new ideas and creative energies that's still out there. That will come, right? So absolutely continue to just expand and let God use you.
So I have a question for you. So out of the year, and I know I can hear you now say, Sean, I can't do that, but I want you to try. Name or give us your favorite topic that we've had, and tell us why.
So I really celebrated Reverend Austin and Mother Emily's section. I mean, just the beauty of the mothers of the house, just being present to talk about their journeys, the wisdom of that journey, the authenticity of that journey, the truth of not getting it all right all the time of that journey. I honor so much the Black women and Black women leadership in our lives, and not just in the capacity of mothers, right? Because certainly that is a major space that Black women occupy in our communities, but just in the brilliance and the wisdom and the stick-to-itiveness and the resilience of Black women. And so that connects me back to Bishop Holland as well. So those whatever we are elevating and living into the truth of our commitment to honor and celebrate beyond the patriarchy is important to me, right? And what I celebrate about us in the way that we can do that is that we don't have to do that and minimize men, right? We don't have to make men wrong or the problem, while certainly the patriarchy and sexism are problem and the problematic. We can honor and celebrate women without showing up as man-hating, right? Or self-deprecating as men. So that Mother Emily and Reverend Austin and Bishop Holland connected to that was the session of the other one for me was with our trans siblings. So both the space with women and trans men, and the power and the beauty and the the voices that are often not heard. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Are those that stand out to me. And so so when I'm on, so sometimes I'm on and I'm actually at the barber. Right. Or getting my hair twisted or whatever. And I'm okay, 7:00, gotta tune in. And so I get to chat in that way. And then other times I get to be, just home on the couch here or someplace with Sam or whatever. But it has for me become an important space to be. It's like that's where I'm going to be. I'm blocking my calendar during that time, and unless something else is absolutely up, that's my Friday. That's my kickoff to the weekend.
Right. Because after I get done, I want to go lay on the couch and watch a movie.
Right. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to watch now. I can't. Like you said, that Chicago Fire. I mean, Chicago PD, LA's. I have to New Amsterdam. Like you said. I have to binge watch them, and I have not even looked at the last season of This Is Us yet. I just can't.
Me either.
I can't yet. Right. So I need it to be when the work has really slowed down and I'm in summer break, when I just have all day to do nothing.
Right.
I still can't watch that show. Don't forget. Law and Order came out with Organized Crime too, which is dope.
Oh, is that a new one?
That's a new one.
That's a new one.
And the way they connected them, whoo, I'm telling you, NBC got it on lockdown, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. But yeah, it's a when you talk about your two favorite shows, I have to name them to also be my top two as well. We've had some or top three, I should say, because I love. We're gonna bring our next guest up, I believe, and get the tissues out. We gotta bring Lanita on here one time for some type of. We gotta get her. This woman is hilarious. But our next guest, who we invited back to just talk about her experience with Refuel, her segment also touched us, and you named it, our trans symbol and our sister. And so we're going to bring Maya. We're going to bring Maya on right now so that she can share with us as well. Hey!
There she goes. Yeah, hey, Maya.
Hi.
How are you?
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us.
You're so welcome. Thank you, Ashton, for helping me get my camera together. It was a mess. I don't know what was going on. I'm so dressed down today, guys. I was out in the field. We've been dropping off and delivering clothes and stuff to some homeless folks in this community. So I was in the middle of that, but I said, let me stop and be here for you guys because you guys are doing an amazing thing. And thank you for inviting me back and joining the family. So I'm here. I'm with you.
That's what's up. Well, we are so glad. We just wanted to just honor you on our anniversary day because you made a huge impact, not only in us, but we continue to hear our friends talk about that segment. And so it was dope. It just was dope. And people are asking, I mean, a friend of mine was like, so are y'all really going to talk about what you asked Maya at the end of the show? I'm like, yeah, like Maya was down with it. Maya's going to come on here and lay it down and talk about what's the new norm for us. And so people want to know.
Let's do it.
I
Yes,
know.
God, I'm here. Let's do it.
Yes.
Listen, you know, one thing that I always say is like, I would much rather, you know, I don't get too embarrassed about too much stuff because I would rather educate people and let them know what's going on versus just assuming and making up their own things and creating their own narratives. I'm like, boo boo, let me tell you how it really go down, you know? So yes, I'm here for you. Let me know.
We got you. We got you.
And you are doing amazing work. I shared with you privately. I think what you are doing in your town is absolutely amazing, and we just want to make sure that we're spreading, you know, your vision, your word, your vision as it pertains to workforce development and training is absolutely amazing and it's necessary. And so again, always welcome on a cube. However we can help, let us know. I have some follow up for you for the thing that we've been working on, and so I'll be definitely reaching out to you.
Thank you so much. And I'm working on. I actually got to after we finish, I got to finish up a grant that I've been working on. So we're going to be doing an event here in town where I am. I know it's kind of far for you guys, but I'm going to make sure I send you an invite as well.
Yeah,
please do.
Yeah,
please.
It's going to be something small, but food, DJ, and we'll do some testing and handing out information and those stuff. And it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun.
Wonderful.
You know, Maya, we didn't get an opportunity to introduce you to our pastor. So this is Elder Jamie Washington. He's our pastor and he loves you. He was sharing with us that he wants to make sure that we get you a part of some of our programs, even at the church. So we're excited about that.
Absolutely.
Okay, very, very good. Well, nice to meet you. I was sitting listening to you. You as well.
Absolutely. Thank you. Keep up the amazing work. We appreciate you and your ministry and your calling and your labor. I appreciate you, as you were naming, kind of out there delivering clothes to folks who need it. And, you know, all of that is about the ministry. It's about a calling. It is about a higher purpose. And so, you know, however we frame it, you know, the Great Commission was to go into the highways and the byways and to share the good news and feed the homeless and clothe the naked. And, you know, that's what you're doing. And so I love that the more that folks get clear that the calling is not about the building or about a denomination or about religion specifically. A call to leave the planet better than you found it is one that we all have. I think I was listening to someone the other day who said, I think Cynthia said it during spiritual development, that the two most important days of our lives are the days that we were born, and the second most important is the day we figure out why. And that's from Denzel Washington. And so living into the figuring out the why is a beautiful thing. So thank you for being in that why, Maya.
You are so welcome. My pleasure.
Sean making notes for your sermon on Sunday.
This chick always coming to me. I don't know why she always comes. Because the truth is, I don't have anything. You know, I'm listen. Like Maya said, just tell it like it is. It is what it is.
Just tell it like it is.
No, honestly, I trust this plan. That's the thing about people who are in some stuff to make some things happen, right? You know, you sometimes get caught up into not making some quiet time, and I have not really had no quiet time. But Maya, let me ask you a question. So, what was your experience like on Refuel?
You know what? I like the fact that everything was laid back, and you know, one thing I've learned when I try to prepare myself with notes, I always do terrible. So I really appreciated the comfortable, laid back, sort of down to earth environment because I was able to just come on, speak my truth, do my thing. And I mean, it was a easy flow. I mean, thanks to Ashton, you know, he got me set up. He was on me. He was in them emails like, yeah, girl, you got to be here. You better. And I was like, okay, good. I need that. You know, my schedule gets busy sometimes. So I appreciate his follow up. And it was great. I mean, I would love to come back and help you guys grow. You help me grow. We're a little family here. So no, it was a good deal, and happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We do appreciate, you coming on and even coming on for our anniversary and just being just the light that you are, sharing with us your love, and trust and believe we have some stuff in store for you this year. So we're gonna get with you. And again, thank you.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
welcome, of course. Anytime, my pleasure. Like I said, I stopped what I was doing. I said, let me go be there for them. We're gonna do this. So yes, my pleasure. Anytime, guys. Just let me know.
Will do. Have a great evening. We're going to finish up with Alden, and then we're going to get off of here because Johnson got us on a schedule. So,
so we appreciate you again. Continue doing amazing work that you're doing.
Thank you. You guys too. You guys, thanks for spreading the word. And keeping this platform alive. So thank you as well.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Take care. She is
just beautiful. Listen, great energy.
We've interviewed a lot of people, and I think that what strikes me is that there is some sense of transparency that shows up with her, and she really does want to share. Here it is. I don't want you figuring it out on your own, which I love that.
Right. Look, so what's up for me is let's talk about July. Liberation and freedom. Let's just go all out the box. And free the people.
Trust me, I got some topics. Woo! Listen.
Free the people.
Yeah.
Free the people.
Yeah, we're gonna have to dig, and not dig in terms of going down, but I mean as in bringing some stuff up that people have so anchored in them that is truly preventing them to, I want to talk about sex. I want to talk about all kinds of things.
Well, and the importance of this platform, there's certain things that's not appropriate for Sunday morning.
Right.
That you don't do in a worship service. Right. But you create a worship experience in Refuel that looks different.
Ooh, this man.
Yes.
Right. It just looks different, right? And so I am all over it. I'm excited about what you all will come up with. I know you have my full support for just going beyond the boundaries. Let's just go deep. Because every July, we go to the next level of liberation.
Yeah.
The next level of freedom, right? So why do we have it every year? Because we're going to the next level, right? So let's get freer this year than we were last year.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm excited about it, and we're open to your direction as well. Oftentimes you make us think about some topics, so feel free to do what you do by sharing. Sending us an email or a little note that says, "Hey, think about what's coming up," and then we were going to talk about this. We actually have a question mark by it, but I think it's appropriate. We got a couple more minutes. I want to know, what is your thoughts? Or do you have any words surrounding the verdict that came out of George Floyd's? I don't want us to not mention it at all.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And so, as you named, much has happened this week. And we talked about this a little bit in spiritual development the other night. And this whole notion of many folks woke up on Tuesday afraid to hope.
Yeah.
Right. So that was Van Johnson's words, actually. And I could really resonate with, wanting to hope, but afraid to hope. Please let us, find justice here, right? But folks were afraid. And then, what I've been talking about and dealing with since that time is really, there is still post-traumatic stress.
Oh, yes.
Right. And so folks are still living in the trauma, not only the trauma of this whole last year and the events that continue to happen since then, but even the trauma of that day, right? Just kind of living in the energy of please, such that folks were just exhausted. They just broke into tears, and so it wasn't just about being. It was just about because folks were in fear, literally, of what's going to happen in this country if we dare show up with anything other than what did show up in that space.
Yeah.
And with that named, we know that this is a moment, right, where, if you will, justice may have been served in terms of you've done the crime, you'll have to do the punishment in time for it. But there is no bringing George back. Right. So the families, I don't care, about the money that even the family got. There is still no bringing him back. Now, that money will change their lives.
Yeah.
Right. And as I think about that moment, I think about all of the people whose lives were impacted in similar ways, who did not have the platform and did not have that same kind of experience. And so while this and not making that family wrong, all of the families deserve, right? Compensation when there has been again this violation from law enforcement in that way, and so many times that does not happen. And so where where I am right now is, so this is, again, like with everything, there's a moment, there's an opportunity for us to pay attention to police reform, right? And to really take a serious look at the ways in which our law enforcement operators operate, the policies, practices, the ways of being. We know there's problem within the system, but the former chief police or commissioner in Philadelphia came on in a very powerful way that talked about this as an opportunity moment to shift, to move us, right? I don't believe that folks who go into law enforcement are evil, power hungry, and inherently evil, right? No, like I said this to Sam the other night, like I don't believe that folks who go into ministry are power hungry, evil, and inherently evil. Ooh. However, there are those who are in both ministry and in law enforcement who behave problematically.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have to root all of that out, right? And so in any system that we have, there are those who can do harm.
Yeah.
Right. So whether that's school teachers, whether that's pastors or priests, whether that's law enforcement, whether that's judges, whether that's doctors, in any institution, there are those who can take advantage of the power that they have. And it is important that we not be afraid to look at the ugly sides,
right,
and speak the truth about that, and not allow that which does not serve our highest good to continue to operate. Right. So my hope is we will take advantage of this moment. That we will continue actively fighting for police reform in all the spaces. That we will not get lulled into a false sense of security. And I don't think we will. I don't think we are. I think we are grateful that the country didn't get set afire on Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Right.
I think
conversation that it could have gone either way. No matter which way it would have gone, there was still concern in terms of the reaction. So
that's right.
I think it was a moment for some to exhale.
Yeah, that's right.
And I believe that this is just, and again, I appreciate you naming the opportunity to shift, because it truly was a day that the whole world was watching.
That's right.
I think with shows that NBC is doing and bringing awareness, I think that it is my hope that some change come about, specifically surrounding police reform.
Yes, absolutely.
So as we're nearing the end, Maya actually bringing her on has opened us up to a whole lot of organizations, right? So what she's doing at Power Safe Place Resource Center, is amazing work, and we showed how we want to create a space for her. But she also introduced me to another organization that's actually out of DC, and they are coming up on next week, starting in May, is their May is Trans DC. So May is, and they're going to be specializing in a whole bunch of sessions that are creating space for support and then also teaching and awareness about the trans community. I missed. Were we able to stage it, Ashton? Oh no, I didn't do a screen share. Okay, so there we go. Let's see. All right, there it is. All right, there we go. Can we see it a little bigger? So, May is Trans DC, and they have a ton of events going on. So a meet and greet, town hall, couple things that stop killing us now. This has to stop. So talking about the genocide in the transgender community, trans male conversations, trans film conversations. There's another one. Mental health in the transgender community is another session. All of these sessions are virtual. You can RSVP and you'll get the calendar reminder. Talking about the Asian, Pacific, Indigenous trans folks. There is one where, so Maya, she'll be how Maya and her family, her husband Kennedy will be on talking about trans love in the community. So we talked about, here it is, asking about my pronouns, right? So what's the thing right now is people, the pronouns, the she, her, the him, the they, and they're creating a space on May 18th to educate us about that. So just another opportunity for us to come together and learn, right? And I think that's it. Oh yeah, so
I think that's
right.
So important, Reverend Johnson, and I appreciate you bringing that forward. I think that what we tend to do is we tend to find ourselves in this space of I accept people or I accept everybody,
right.
But we don't necessarily understand,
right?
And so I've been working with folks who one might think would get pronouns.
Right, exactly.
But they don't understand why we use them. Why would you have to use a pronoun? Some folks don't even know what a pronoun is. Like they don't remember elementary school English, right? Where you learned what a pronoun is. And why does it matter in terms of honoring the dignity of all of our communities, right? And what's that's about. So thank you for sharing that. And as we continue to expand our own knowledge and learning around gender identity and gender expression, what all that means and how that's different than sexual orientation, I think that this is a wonderful platform in which we can do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's all through May, so they're going to kick off their meet and greet on the 30th. If you're able to join them, I had the opportunity to talk with the founder, Savannah Wenzer, and I told her on our call, I was like, listen, you're my cousin now, right? So you're just gonna be my cousin. And what she's doing again is amazing. She took COVID, took this the shift from another organization that they were partnering with and went completely virtual and committed to teaching and developing people to be able to support and hold the trans community. Our brother Omar from Unity Fellowship DC works really close with her. I was trying to find the event that he's actually going to be a part of, but again, if you're able, we can get a post out there that will share this so you can have access to registering for some of the Zoom sessions. But hey, it's free. It is again, something else. If you want to learn some stuff, you want to support our brothers and sisters in the trans community, here's how you do it.
Very important. I'm excited as well that for our mid-year, we're creating special space for our trans siblings, led by Pastor Arne from our Las Vegas church. who will be kind of leading space and holding space for those who want to be a part, who are a part, to kind of join us in that space on Saturday, May 1st. So that's next Saturday.
Yeah,
right?
I was going to say, speaking of mid-year, we're having our mid-year and get together, our opportunity to come as a full body, as a leadership, as auxiliary leaders, and just to get together and just develop together. And so that'll be this Friday, this upcoming Friday, next Saturday, and service will be next Sunday. So there'll be more information out on your emails for all our members and friends and family who want to join us. We'll make sure we get that information out to you.
Yes. Thank you. It's been a wonderful anniversary, man. Right? We love you, Pastor.
I love you all so much, so much.
Love you, man. We're gonna
Coffee with Pastor in the morning. See y'all 10:30. All right.
Pastor.
We got work to do, right?
All righty. I'll talk with you later.
Love you, man.
God bless you. All right.
Johnson, happy anniversary. It's been a joy working with you and Ashton. Ashton, happy anniversary, bro. For all the work, we love you for keeping us on track. And to all of those who chimed in tonight, who just came on just to say happy anniversary. We saw you. We see you, Joy. Thank you. Elder Ramsey, thank you so much. Lenita, we love you so much. We appreciate all the support that you all have given us, and we encourage you to keep checking us out every Friday. We're going to be bringing some amazing topics, some change, some future forward thinking topics, and some opportunity to create a shift, as Pastor was naming. So check us out. I love you.
Sister Trotter, we love you. John, we see you in the chat. Congratulations.
Yes, John, one of our super supporters. I call him.
Yeah. So like, if we could give out awards today, you would get one of them.
You would get one, bro. You would get
one of them. So again, love you, Sean. Love you, Ashton. Again, it's easy when we're all, as Bishop Thomas talks about, being with one accord, right? True. That it just works, it just flows, and I appreciate the trust that we all instill in each other, and I am excited for what is to come and relaxing in it. So I'm going to go public and say I'm relaxing in it, and
pass the hands.
So, love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next Friday.
Hashtag the Revs are in. Hey, kiss the babies for me. Love you. I know it.
So, thank you all very much for joining us tonight.
Johnson, kiss the babies for me.
So, yes, it's our show.
I love you too. And we're going to get to do this again next week.
Have a good night, everybody.
Hey, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Shout it up. Subscribe to our Facebook. Get on. Subscribe. Here it is.
Right there.
Go to UFC Baltimore.
Catch the fist.